You there?
Hello.
Hello, Red.
We are live. Whoops.
Oh, we are. Oh, thanks for starting without me. Good evening, everybody.
I was sitting on my earphones.
Well, I'm going to get it up and down a little bit because my day ran a little late.
Yep.
And I'm just still in the process of making a cup of coffee for myself.
Okay. Well, we have a few people on, but we can wait a few minutes. Oh, your volume's really high, Sean.
Yeah. Oh, I can, you can talk and I can, I can dance.
Well, we'll give people a few minutes, but we'll say hello to Linda, to Laura, to Penelope, and to Liam. Yes. Thank you about the hair. I have another one that came in, but there's so much hair in it. I don't know what to do with it.
Have you ever heard that safety song? You can dance if you want to.
Yeah.
What a crazy song.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. The band's playing it right now.
Well, good thing the band's playing for you. They sort of closed down a little last night for me.
Oh, hey, I can send them over.
No, it's okay. Hi, Faye.
Most days they drive me nuts.
Sean's just running a little behind.
Oh, so, I'm in.
Okay, so we're good to go. And
new deck tonight, by the way, everybody.
Same here.
That's
Magdalene
nice. Oracle deck.
Well,
never used it. Haven't even really looked through it. So we're all in for a treat.
And I am using the second half of my friend's The Book of Shadows. As above is in here, and so below is the deck I'm using tonight. I showcased it on Sunday's reading, so that's what it looks like on the back and nice and bright on the front. So our first, hello Lily, and hello Sandra, and Heather, and Tracy. Okay, we're going to start at the top with Linda.
Maybe.
It says, hi, hope you're all keeping safe. Will Megan move in 2021? And if so, where? Okay, so Linda, let's start with you first, then we'll look at Megan. Okay, Linda. Ooh. The Eight of Wands. Well, that normally would say yes, and you're helping her manifest where she wants to go. You may be giving her some ideas as well. So even though this is for you and about empowerment and moving things forward for yourself, I think you will be helping Megan and helping her make a decision. But I'm leaning like to September almost in 2021. And I think the sky's open as to where she wants to go.
Well, I'm going to agree with that. The card that was given to me for you, Linda, was mythic reality. And the message that's coming with it this evening is that you're going to create, you have the opportunity now to create something new for yourself also. That you're going to help. There's a lot of creation going on around Megan moving and where she's moving to, and that you are definitely involved in the way that's going to look.
Yeah.
And some new things for you too.
Okay, shouldn't have ate a pickle just before I came on air. Okay, so Laura, I picked the Queen of Swords, and this is about taking time to have a discussion with your daughter. It could also be about attending school because the lady is grading something, and it could just be about making a list, Laura, of what you want to see done in the next little while and how you're going to put it into place. So pen and paper, they're always good to have handy. And remember, like my trusty little book, it's always good, and like it's literally full. So time almost to get a new one.
And I was given the beloved card for you.
That's a nice card.
It's quite a beautiful card. Try and do it so the light isn't refracting on it. And the message that's coming through with it is that this is a time to share your heart with somebody who's close to you. Somebody that they know you guys are connected, but you may not always allow your vulnerability to show through with this person. And this is a good time to let that vulnerability show through.
Nice. So, Penelope, I picked the King of Pentacles, and in this one, it's two couple, talking to the guy across the fence. And I'm going to say maybe there's some new neighbors you're going to meet, and I would tell you to be cautious how you interact with them. You might not be aware that one of them is sick, so please careful. I already know you're under COVID watch right now, so let's not add to the insult. But there's also a wedding I think you're being invited to, not in the spring, but maybe in the summer. Okay.
And I'm using a couple decks tonight. So the card I drew for you, Penelope, is the Seven of Ariel. And it's saying you've invested wisely. It's not, the message isn't about money this evening. It's that you've invested your time and effort and energies wisely. And that if you're just patient, the things that you're investing your time and energy into will pay off in spades for you.
Okay, so you're Liam. Wow. You are the creator of your own events. This is bringing the energy of spirit into your home to help align chakras and just plain old energy. So they're saying you're the creator of your own energy. And I am going to say, if you are bringing energy into the house, make sure that you're dispersing it wisely in an even energy source. And that's like a little bit at a time, but more and more spirits are coming through for you.
So I like the name Liam O'Neill, but just to give the folks watching something to consider, this man has several names. I know of at least 3 or 4 that he's known by. So, always an interesting person.
Well, nice.
The card I was given, well, he's in good company with me. The card I was given is little children. And the message that's coming through is to make sure that as much as we like to play favorites, and we're not supposed to play favorites, but we do. We all have a favorite child, and we're not supposed to admit that we do. D'Arcy has a favorite child.
I have one child.
Yeah, that's right. I'm being told to make sure that you balance your time between all the boys. That it's important to make sure that time is balanced, even though sometimes it's easier to give more attention to one than the other. This is a good time to balance that child, around the children.
It's always good to balance, and it's true. We always have favorites. And yes, I know I have one child, but I still had other favorites. And she knows that.
Me!
Yeah.
Toby.
No, yeah, it was my cat. Anyways, who's next? Faye. Hi, Faye.
Hi, Faye.
I picked the Empress, and this is the mother card. See how she's putting a band-aid on the knee? And if you look closely, she actually kissed it first. So I'm sort of thinking that this is more about you mothering yourself. Do you taking the time? You're relaxing. You're enjoying your journey, and you're just whatever hits your fancy is what you're supposed to do. Don't map it out, Faye. Just go with the flow. Oh, who's? Yeah, I got a Robert here, so I don't know who he belongs to. But if someone can claim, and he's dead, please don't say he's alive. He's definitely dead. If someone can claim a Robert, let us know at the bottom, and hopefully by then I'll remember.
So Faye, the band's in full swing tonight. And it's kind of fun because they said to tell you the song that they're playing for you. They're playing This Little Light of Mine for you. And the card that I was given is the love card. And the message that came with it was that I've changed the word love into an acronym. And the message was, tell her the acronym. So the acronym is live outrageously vibrant every day. And I am being told to let your light shine and for you to live outrageously vibrant every day and just rock it and have fun.
Okay. Put back on the other glasses so I can see the computer screen.
Tracy,
I picked the tower for you. And sometimes when we break something, that's just it, it's broken. If money can fix it, fix it. And I heard this amazing lady, I think her first name was Caroline. And this was years ago, like 1980, maybe 1992, actually. I heard her speak. And she basically said that if we think it, we create it. And she told a little story about how her and her two sons went to McDonald's for breakfast, and she was thinking to the youngest boy in her head, don't spill your pancakes on your lap. Don't spill your pancakes on your lap, because he's notorious for spilling things. And just as they were getting up, he dropped his orange juice on his lap. And she goes, I don't get it. That's not what I was concentrating on. And the older son said, well, I figured he'd drop his orange juice. And so it was really an amazing thing to hear, Tracy, about how we project what's happening. So if you break it, remember, if money, and she said, if money could fix it, fix it. So if you break it, fix it. But if you keep thinking it's going to get broken, you're definitely going to break it. So be careful. Think about how you think things out. And also balance, like if you're told to stay in, stay in. Don't go running out to the malls to go shopping.
Well, and the card that was given to me for you, Tracy, is the see if I can do this, the co-creation card. And it's believed in a lot of circles that we are co-creators. So a lot like D'Arcy was saying, our thoughts and our emotions help create the situations that we're in. And the message that I'm getting from the other side right now is that you're at a great place where you can create either chaos in your life or create blessings. And they're just all sitting there waiting for you to make the decision of which way it's going to go.
Can she do the chaotic blessings?
Well, that's an option. The Lord knows I do it all the time. Don't recommend it. Okay. Do not recommend chaotic blessings because generally they come with some very interesting lessons. But hey, fill your boots.
Yep.
Lord knows I do.
So Heather said hello. She asked how we are.
I saw a putty cat.
Yes, and in a few minutes she'll be up top. Just wait for it.
I did see a putty cat.
And they had a round of layoffs, and she's just wondering, like, she survived it, but she's wondering if we have any feelings about her work. And Heather, in actual fact, I picked the 9 of Cups, and that says that I'm pretty sure you're okay, that you're still going to be working. And maybe, they had to downsize, but I think there's something unique about what you do, or maybe there's something at work that could be unique, and you should look at learning it so that you become, what's the word I'm looking for? Indispensable. Is that right? Where they can't get rid of you because you have the knowledge.
Tenure.
So I think you're going to be okay.
And the card I was given to show you tonight was a Revelation card. And
I hear dogs barking.
Yeah, they're yapping away. and I'm being told that you're going to be okay at work, that everything's fine, and just keep doing what you're doing. Great things are coming.
And you know what? There's plenty of banks looking for good people too.
I'll go get them.
Yeah, before you get a ticket.
Hey,
Okay, so next is, and I jumped the queue. Oh my God, the cursor just ran away with me. Hi, Lily. So Lily, I will pull a card for you as well. I hope you're doing fine. You're keeping safe. And Lily, ooh, the King of Swords. This is you being in a position of showing someone else what to do and being in charge. This is for Lily. And this means too that you can be successful. There's going to be growth around you, and there's going to be some good news coming, and you're going to stand in a position where you're quite happy with the results.
Well, can't argue with that. The card that I was given for you, trying to figure this out, camera thing out still, is divine order. And the message is that things in your life are falling into their vertical alignment that's best for you. And what that vertical alignment is what should everything in all your ducks in a row. And if you just keep doing what you're doing, everything's going to fall in place.
Yep. Hi, Sandra. Nice to see you on here. Well, Sandra, I picked temperance. And as you can see, they're setting a fine table and they're having a glass of wine and they're just taking the time to really get to know each other. So when I'm going to say, whether you're in a relationship or going into a relationship, it's about the communication, that connectiveness that brings two people together that is really important. And it's also the savoring the moment and just really, I don't know, relishing in what's happening now and not too worried about where your future is.
And I was actually asked to draw from the other deck for you. And I drew the star, Archangel Jophiel. And it's, as you can see, a dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. And it really is just a time of change and turning point for you where things are just going to be uphill from here.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
Okay. Thank you, Marion, and thank you, Sandra, about the hair. So, Marion, I picked the 8 of Cups. And this is about putting everything into order, having all your paperwork done, knowing exactly what you're going to do, a slight change in the volume around you too. And this could be emotional volume. It can be personal volume, but there's going to be a change in the volume. Feel like it's going up, not coming down. And also you've got 2 spirits. One's your grandma and one's your niece, Lisa, isn't it? Who's hanging out with you right now. So they're just keeping an eye on you.
Well, and the card I was given for you is the Gala card. And in this particular deck, it represents being surrounded by people. And that's what I'm hearing from the other side too, is that this is a great time that you're going to be surrounded by people who love you and care for you and offer you divine guidance, and just to listen to what you're being directed to do, follow your heart, and it's going to be a great time. There's some really good stuff in the works for you.
Yeah. Okay, this is for Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Hope everything's good down there in the U.S. with you. And I picked the Ace of Wands. And this is shedding light on situations around you and lining them up in the way that you find works best for you. And it's not a hurried situation. Normally when we put candles on, it's about meditation, it's about grounding, it's about focusing on a topic, an item that you might want to dissect and put into different categories. But this says that, to me, that what goes around comes around, and everything is beginning to fall into place for you the way you'd like to see it. Just take your time doing it. Okay. You have something funny?
Yes. I was given the Saint Sinner card for you, and the gentleman in the background who's talking to me about it says that sometimes you need, when you're a saint, you're a sinner, and sometimes in order to be a saint, you have to be a sinner. And he's saying that you've got some self-judgment going on about something right now, and to let go of that self-judgment, because some people think we're angels and other people think we're the devil himself. It's
And with
not
this
about what
hair,
they think. Yeah. It's
I
not
could
about what
probably
they
put
think.
horns on.
It's about what you think. And just let go of the self-judgment, and it's all good.
Yeah. I feel like for Amanda, there's a lot of interesting things that are changing this year, like
Yeah.
from now to a year from now. And she's going to at times laugh and at other times think, what the hell? But it's all going to work out. So hello, Jeanette. Hope you are well as well. We are. I know I am. Sean.
Yeah.
Well, Sean's
Oh, yeah.
a little crazy, but that's okay.
Little? Why would you insult me like that and say I'm a little crazy?
So, okay, Jeanette, I picked the Eight of Pentacles, and this Eight of Pentacles normally represent money coming towards you, being successful with money, putting money away, having it for your future. But if you notice, she's doing a clay pot. Now, all you need is Patrick Swayze sitting behind you and the music playing the ghost. And bingo, we have a situation here that if you're married, you're in trouble. Okay, so let's just say the fun, creative side of you needs to come out a little bit. Look at those little gnomes. They're there helping, and I always think of gnomes as being mischief people and everything. So they're there to help you to remember what it's like to be a little kid and to enjoy life. So get up and dance. Let your hair down, so to speak. Just enjoy life. Enjoy everything about life. And get a potter's wheel and give it a shot and see how it works for you. And I swear, he may be dead, but you could still ask Patrick Swayze to sit behind you.
Patrick Swayze isn't dead.
Yes, he is.
I drew the War and Peace. Well, I was given the War and Peace card for you.
Oh, he did die.
The
2009.
people in the background are talking to me, Jeanette, about, oh, we lost D'Arcy. Sorry, D'Arcy, we kicked you out. They're talking to me about being at war and being at peace in your life. And the battle of war and peace is fought inside. And they're saying, don't worry about it. Some moments we're at war, some moments we're at peace. It's all good. Let stuff flow rather than hang on to it, because that's where the real war is. The real war is in our desire to hang on to the things that don't serve us, which is our judgment, our anger, our resentment, all that stuff. Just let it go. And I'm actually being told to recommend a book to you. The book is called The Anatomy of Peace. I know it sounds very heavy, but it's actually quite an interesting book and quite a light book. So if you get a chance, get a copy and read it. It's called The Anatomy of Peace, and it's a story about two gentlemen and a lot of things they explain. It reads very quickly and has some great information in it about war and peace.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry about disappearing like that. Hit the wrong button.
Oh, that's okay. We really
Okay.
didn't miss you.
Yeah, I know you were still talking when I left and when I came back.
That's right.
Okay. So next, Laura
Laura's talking about the orb.
Yes, she had an orb in a picture. She
Yes.
took one recently, and it was there right in the center. And then she took another one because she was skeptic, and the orb was gone. It was white with a bit of yellow.
Yeah, it's not uncommon. Most of us have orbs around us. Most people can't see them. Dr. Wayne Greyer has tons of pictures with him with orbs around him, and the orbs are
Dead people.
Well, not really. They're conscious energy, and they're there to support us. They can be angels. They can be spirits. It depends on what they're made of, but generally they're beautiful energy, and they're there to support us and help us find our way, and they're just a ray of light in a rather dark world.
Yes. And on top of it, they can be as small as a quarter and as large as a boulder. And I've seen a boulder size one once, and they're pretty amazing. And they can be the people you lost. They can be people from the past. But I had a friend who went to, where's Butch Cassidy buried? Boot Hill, Boot something.
Boot Hill Cemetery.
And she took pictures, and she came home with these amazing pictures of orbs. And it was pretty amazing. And she took one right over where he was buried, and I swear it almost looked like him. Okay. So Christine is next, and she says, hi there. Oh, thank you for the hair. And so let's pick a card for her.
Sure.
Okay. Just a minute, Christine. Ooh. The Lady in the Lake, High Priestess. This is about you. This is a reflection of yourself. And not to be so hard on yourself when you're looking at yourself, to see yourself the way others see you, not necessarily the way you see yourself. And when I say that, I don't mean the derogatory things, because not everyone's nice. But when I look at this, I see the beauty and the transformation of your personality, your being, and how you're changing every day. And it's pretty amazing. Sometimes it can be a little scary because you're pulling the energy that no longer needs to be with you away from you, and pulling that energy that you need in your life towards you. So take your time, but this is really an amazing card to have because it's about transformation.
And the card I was given for you was a serendipity card. And as we know, serendipity is that time when everything connects and comes together to create beautiful and wonderful things in our lives. It's when all the stars align and everything. And I'm just getting such a feeling of warmth and peace. It's being focused towards you from the other side. I don't know who. There's a woman, and I can't tell her name or a lot about her. Probably late 40s, early 50s, and she's just sending so much love to you right now. And it's so warm and it's so beautiful that I almost want to wrap myself in it like a snuggly blanket and just go to sleep. It's that warm and safe and beautiful love. And I just keep hearing everyone over there just saying, you know what? You're loved. We love who you are. Love what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, so next is Jacqueline. Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi, Jacqueline.
And yeah, I pulled the Four of Swords. Now, it actually looks like, and I can't see the card well enough with these glasses on, but it looks like she's either blowing bubbles or eating a lizard, one or the other. So with this, I'm sort of thinking, get out the bubbles, start blowing them, new opportunities again. You've got some visitors coming, and there's some books that need to be read. So, I mean, we can be all work and no play. And I think it's more about balancing your work and life, work home life, learning how to balance it a little bit more, and just taking maybe 5 minutes a day, if that's all you can spare, and just having a blast. So get out the bubbles and start blowing them, because I know my cats like to chase them. So if you got a cat, they could be chasing them all over. And you have about 3 spirits hanging out with you right now. One I would tell you is a grandma. The other one feels like almost like a wood nymph. So maybe you need to get outside in nature, hug a tree, but enjoy life.
And the card I was given for you is the Guardian Angel card. And your Guardian Angel is just asking me to tell you not to worry, you are looked after, that your angel is here, that he will be hanging around with you for the next, like hanging around with you, right with you for the next 6 to 8 weeks. And you have nothing to worry about. He's going to guide you in every step you take and everything that's going on. And just enjoy and his presence and the comfort that he's there.
All right. So,
and he says you can call him Mike if you want.
Oh, it's always good to have a name.
Not often they tell me names.
Yeah. So next is RL. And I picked the Emperor. And even though this Emperor card, that looks like a female to me, you notice how the calendar has a circle on it, and she's got a notepad, and she's got her computer open. And to me, this is organization. This is putting things into order because you're going to need it. Now, be careful of where you put your coffee because you don't want to knock it over. But it's keeping track. So if you're in a business or you run a business of your own where you need to keep track of something, then I'm going to say be on top of it. Don't let it slide. And then there's a pot on the back of the stove, spaghetti night, ravioli. There's something here about having some pasta. So I don't know whether or not you cook pasta, make your own. But I'm seeing a pot with ravioli in it.
Well, the card that was given to me for you was the Matrix. And as most of us know, the movie The Matrix, it tells you that the world was all imaginary and made up, and that it was a matrix, and that at one point they even showed that you could control it with whatever your desires are. And the message that's coming through to me right now is to make sure that you're clear on what it is you want to create in your own matrix right now. Be really clear on it, because whatever you want to create in your matrix is what's going to show up in your matrix. Don't be surprised.
It's sort of like what you think comes towards you.
Yes.
Amanda, thank you for acknowledging Robert. Would you please let Donnie know that he's found his, let's see, how does he put it? He found his spot in the woods. It's a little cabin log. It looks little on the outside, but when I walk into it, it looks huge. So he's in a way better place than he was on this plane. And just let him know. So if he's able to hand the message on to Robert's loved one, it would be highly appreciated. Okay. Lisa is next.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Huh. Don't like that one. I'll pick another one for you, Lisa. Oh, look at that. Like this one better. This is the Queen of Pentacles. You are in charge of the destiny of your own life. Where do you want to go with it? Who do you want beside you, Lisa? And what kind of flowers do you want around you? And this is really about spring, about growth, about beauty. And it's also about companionship. And it doesn't mean that you can't have male, female friends. It all depends on who you talk to. But this is being in a friendship with a counterpart, but it's not about the romantic friendship. This is just plain old friendship. So, Lisa, walk down the path you want, the way you want to do it, and not because other people tell you you have to.
The card I was given for you, Lisa, was the two. Let's see, my hands are the two of Michael. And it says at the bottom, it'd be better if you just make a decision, stop over analyzing, and find a compromise and move on. And the gentleman in the background talking to me from the other side, and pardon my language, I don't normally cuss, but he's saying shit or get off the pot. He said, you have an important decision to make, and time to shit or get off the pot. I know that's a little rough, but that's what he's saying, and I'm just a don't shoot the messenger, please. Yeah,
Whoops.
thanks.
Okay, so you're welcome, Faye, Tracy, Lily, Sandra. So Elaine is next. Hi, Elaine.
Hi, Elaine.
All right. And I'm doing fine. Sean's doing fine. Ooh, Elaine, I don't know if you plan on moving or selling or buying something. And this would be, to me, more in the spring, summer of the year. And there is, or maybe you're just like I do. I used to do, okay, right now in COVID, you don't do it. But I used to love to go to open houses and just walk around and get ideas of what to do with my place. So that could be what you're doing too. It's exploring, examining, and taking away ideas that you can use for yourself. So when the opportunity becomes again available for us to do open houses, you just might want to do that. It's also that idea and concept that, no one has the same life. So when we look at other people's lives, we always think, oh, well, I wished it was like that. But not everyone sees the same thing. So your life is about you. It's the picture you show the world. And it's like building a house. The way you build the house is the way your foundation will always be, unless, of course, you have an earthquake. And that will change it a little. But I feel like I'm supposed to say you got a fantastic foundation. Just go with it.
And the card I was given? Pretty self-explanatory. And
don't play with oil.
Why? Anyways, this is a family program, young lady.
Yeah, considering there's a 13-year-old up next.
What can I say? Enjoy it. Just, whatever that is, situation is, just go for it. Enjoy it. It's real. And have fun.
Okay. So Heather's on, and she says their son Thomas is here with them. Could we please pull a card for him? Hey, do you guys have a dog by any chance, Heather? Because you're going to love me. Look, there's a dog in the family. Okay.
No, they had a dog.
Well, there's going to be another dog in the family if they're allowed it. And this is about, Thomas, enjoy your life now, because this is the important part of growing up, listening to your mom, who stands on her head sometimes trying to get things across to you, and to be open to the idea that your parents do know sort of what they're talking about. So it is definitely worth listening to them.
And Thomas, I was actually asked to open a different deck for you, so now I have 3 decks open. And the funny thing is, I opened the deck that I was asked to open for you. I split it and I pulled the card. And I went, yeah, that's too easy. And so I reshuffled the deck and pulled another card. And guess what?
Same card.
Same card. This is a full moon in Gemini, and it's telling you the answers you need are coming. You're 13. It's an interesting time. You're not a child. You're not an adult. You're somewhere in between. Not really sure what direction you're going or what way you want to go, who's right, who's wrong, what's up, what's down, what's all around. You know what? Who cares? You're 13. Enjoy it. Be respectful to those around you and just relax. It's all going to work out and life is going to be fantastic.
And Thomas, stay
And
away
tell
from
Liam he's got to
girls.
tell you his other names.
Okay, but stay away from girls. They cause problems.
No, that's okay. Don't stay away from girls. Girls don't have cooties.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, they do. He's not ready.
Don't believe her.
When you're 18, you're allowed to date.
Yeah.
Okay. Kathy is on, but she says I'm frozen. And I'm hoping she means her screen
Okay.
froze.
Well, get a blanket and a heater, and you'll be fine.
That's what I was thinking too. Okay.
I'd say something else, but I'll be quiet.
Okay, Kathy, I picked the Ace of Swords, and this is normally legal papers that you need to sign, but new ideas, new concepts coming towards you. Being a little patient, sometimes your tongue can get the best of you. Even though you're trying to be good to people, sometimes you just say the wrong thing. So I normally try to count to 10, except when I do readings. In life, I try to count to 10 before I say something, because a lot of times it's out of my mouth and next thing I know, I'm in trouble. When I do readings and stuff like this, everything comes out. So anyways, just take your time and be patient, and things are falling into place. Okay, what do you have for Kathy?
I won't argue that at all. I pulled 3 cards. The Emperor, the third card I put back because I went, what the heck? The Emperor, the 8 of Raphael, and the third card fell in alignment with these two. And basically the message that's coming through is just make sure that you're staying stable. You're not jumping around all over the place. Stay firm in the decisions that you've made and the direction that you're going in, because there is something fantastic just on the other side of the door that's about to open for you. And just stay the course. It's going to work out fantastic.
Okay, so Liam wants to know if there is a certain crystal he should carry with him or to have around the house. I like amethyst around the house.
Speaking of crystals, you still have 1 or 2 of mine, right?
No, I gave them all back.
No, the one split in half that you borrowed off of my shelf.
No, it's down below. Look at the bottom of the shelf.
No, it's not down below. Anyways.
The big one.
Anyways.
That was last year, Sean. You got them.
Hey, don't last year me. You know what, Liam? I practice it very simple method. I do it by touch. So when I'm standing close to them, if I feel their energy reaching out, touching me, those are the ones that I either have a smaller one carrying around me or I have them around my house. Mind you, I have a whole house full of crystals, so it's hard to tell who's what now. They're also commingled with each other. But yeah, a pink, like a rose quartz or an amethyst or a piece of jade. Jade would do very good for grounding you right now. Rose quartz would do good for making that flow of harmony, flow of energy. So,
or you could get something like this if you can find it. It comes with a pair, and you could get something like that, and you could put it at the door or somewhere else, and this will also keep your house safe.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm also thinking, when you said jade, I was also thinking citron.
Yeah.
because it could work too. And you don't need a big piece. It can be small, like the size of that, or it could be huge like that one, or even huger if you've seen Sean's.
Yes.
Okay, so Bianca said hello, any spirit guide messages? And I pulled the Fool. This is trusting your instinct, looking to your energy and paying attention to when you're not feeling good. If you get a lot of red, you might feel like you're having a little anger issue. Your root chakra is not grounded properly. The green could be if you're not feeling good or you're a little concerned about money. So it's really listening to yourself. We're all born intuitive. It's whether or not we choose to listen. And I find a lot of people don't listen.
And the card I was presented with is the Liberation card. And the message that's coming with it is that this is a good time to take stock. The word purge is being used. And the purging they're talking about is more about people in your life, to take honest stock of the people in your life, and those that support you, hang on to and grab onto, and those that aren't serving your life and you aren't supporting you in your journey. It might be a time just to ask them if you can take a rest from that relationship.
Yeah. Well, Amanda, you're welcome. And Ashta, I don't know how to say her name.
I'm going to say Ashta.
Okay. She wants to know if there's anything coming up about the person she'll marry. I'm not hearing anything.
I'm hearing a song.
Okay, you tell her the song.
And thanks, because I had the band taking a break, but now they're back just having fun, and they're playing "Going to the Chapel and I'm gonna get married, going to the Chapel of Love." That's the song they're playing in the background. So congratulations.
Yeah. Okay. Didn't we do Elaine? I thought we did. Yes, we did. Okay. Jeanette says, The Anatomy of Peace. I will check that out. Thank you. And I just knew you were going to pull a Pentacle card, D'Arcy. I've been getting those a lot lately. That's nice. Yes, Laura, it's true. We all need light in this crazy time. Okay, Liam wants to know if you're able to tell him anything about his past life.
How about we ask Liam to reach out to one of us on the side? That's a pretty big question.
Yeah. And, Kristen, you're welcome, Kristen. And Kathy, maybe I'm back. Hello, finally. Hello. Okay, she's just saying hello. Kristen telling us we're amazing, which is thank you. It's always nice to hear. And yes, Kathy, you did miss your reading. Now you're going to have to watch it all over again.
And it was good too. You'd really like it.
Yeah, you really missed it. Okay. Heather wants to know how many times have we been connected. I'm going to probably say the same thing, Heather. Maybe you and Liam want to reach out and do reading with Sean or myself to find those answers out. But I could say at least 3 times, if not 15. That's what I'm sort of hearing. Elaine, your daughter is moving. Yes. Okay, she says thank you. And Kathy, oh my God, Sean, that's funny. She must have heard you. Or she's talking about your singing. Hi, Ilya. How are you? Thank you about the hair. Ilya, I picked the 3 of Chalice, which is normally celebration. This is enjoying the news of a pregnancy, the birth of a baby, an anniversary, a birthday. And this is also 3 people who are really close finally coming together because you haven't seen each other in a while. So it's about celebration.
And the card that I was given for you is the confusion card. And the message that's coming through with it is, I am not the author of confusion. If you're experiencing confusion around something, then it's not right. Whatever you're experiencing the confusion around, generally your heartfelt feeling around it is the correct one, because I know who's talking to me with that message. And that being in particular is very clear that that being is not the author of confusion. So whatever it is that you're being confused about right now, something somebody's saying or something that's being done, it's not right.
Okay. So apparently they do have a dog, Heather.
Oh, they must have got a new one because they did let go of the German Shepherd.
Yeah, they have a Westie called Penny. And Kathy has, oh my God, I have no filter, been a chatty day. She said chitty. And I sure hope so, Sean. I don't know what you said. It's been emotional. And she says about candles, which scent would you suggest? And I would say one that draws you to it, but vanilla comes to mind.
That's the same one that came to mind for me, vanilla.
For you.
Yep.
Okay. And Kathy, I saw my reading. Okay. Liam, okay. You are both great. Christy. Hi, Christy, honey. How are you doing?
Elijah did ask, do you have a message for me?
Ilya?
Ilya.
We just read for her.
Okay.
And Christy's next. Christy,
Hello, Christy.
You need to start cracking the books, kid, and learn a new trade, a new something that's taking you into a better direction or a better career choice. It's about also looking after yourself, it's weird because I'm going to tell you to put things into order. And I don't know if there's a doctor talking to you, like a psychologist or counselor or psychiatrist, but you really do need to listen to whatever they're saying to you and maybe take into practice what they are saying. Seems to be important. And I don't know if that's for you or someone around you, but whatever it is definitely something you need to listen to.
Christy, I'm going to show you this card and let the message speak for itself, because what I'm being told in the background, I'm not going to repeat. But this card is a direct message for you. You and your loved ones are safe. And as Forrest Gump said, that's all I got to say about that.
Yep. So Mandy, Liam, you're welcome. Mandy, hi there. Are there any messages from my spirit guides? Okay, so we're not really doing spirit guides, Mandy, but we are pulling cards. And so whatever that message is, you can pretty well take to the bank. It's coming from someone who's passed, because that's normally how it works, not just about the cards. Oh. Yeah,
usually the messages we get are from guides on the other side. We're just not doing really in-depth in this venue. If you want a deeper reading, you can reach out to either one of us, and we'll definitely do a deeper reading for you.
Yeah. So I picked the Eight of Swords. It's like, oh my God, this is like one of the most exhausting cards I've seen in the deck. But it also makes me think, right. So I don't know if you're supposed to be writing a book, writing a journal, writing a blog, but this tells me that the creative side of you're leaving dormant. You need to open it up, because look at all the fairies you have helping you out. So get a book and start writing. And I don't mean a book that's already written. I mean writing a book for yourself.
And I was giving for you this card. Nothing is yet set in stone. And I'm being told that you think that you're between a rock and a hard spot with some decision or something that you feel has been made, or that a choice that you've made that you're not 100% sure about. And I'm being told not to worry, that it's not set in stone yet. there's still some flexibility there.
Yeah. So, well, Amanda, I think you already sort of heard that whatever messages we're giving are definitely coming through spirit. So whatever we've said tonight, I would say would apply to you spirit-wise. And I think when Sean was talking earlier, it's your dad that's talking to you.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Hi, Rachel.
Wow, look at this. Burning the fire, being in charge of everything around you. And this says that there's new and interesting things, and people are going to be looking to you to have the answers to questions that other people can't seem to answer. So, Rachel, keep it up.
Rachel, I was given for you adjustments are required. So it's telling me that there's a few adjustments that you need to make in your life. Try and hold that straighter. But otherwise, it's just fine tuning more than anything. So just stay on the course you're on and make a few adjustments along the way, and everything will be fine.
Okay. So next is Trisha. And Trisha, I picked the Ace of Cups. And this is achieving desires inside your life, but emotionally putting everything into balance so you don't sort of tip the cup to one side and it falls over. It's being very optimistic in life as well. And it's just basically emotions, cups, they all have the same thing, and that's be balanced. Listen to yourself. That's the other important thing.
Do you really want to see this card? I chose the Purgatory card. For why I didn't choose it, I was given the Purgatory card for you. And I'm being told that there's a state of confusion around something. And for you, not having clarity is a living hell for you. So just take the time to step back. I'm being told that you need to just step back and do a Leonardo da Vinci on it, which is step back, turn around, look at the picture, and you'll get a much clearer view of what part you're going to play in this decision and what the outcome will be.
Okay, so next is someone called Money Mecca. Right? And for you,
Okay. I have no idea where you are now.
Right after it, just trust me, I'm right on cue here. We have someone called Money Mecca, and I'm just going to say life is like a circle. It all depends on what you do to actually make things happen. So I'm going to say drive the car carefully and don't run over a pedestrian. I'm hearing that loud and clear. So no talking on the phone.
Yeah.
No being distracted. What you do is how you drive your car. Okay.
Well, it's interesting because I was given the Chariot card for you. And, it definitely, you can see it says determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledge of success by others. And that's really the message that's coming through for me, is that acknowledge the success of others around you and you'll achieve the success you're looking for.
Yeah. By not acknowledging, that success gets a little farther away.
That's right.
So that is our last person for the night, but I would like to answer Kathy and Rachel. You're welcome. Apparently Kathy or Amanda has been having a really, as she put it, shitty day, like the play on word there. And she wants to know if things are going to blow over. It's going to take a little time. And sometimes we don't always think we're in the wrong. So sometimes we're the ones who have to make the apology if we want it to go away. What do you say, Sean?
I'm saying to all of you and the entire family, it takes more than one person to have an argument.
Yeah.
So the reality of it is that when it gets to that point where it's heated discussion or a heated argument, remember both people are actually acting out. And the greatest thing you can do is not apologize for disagreeing or apologize for having a different point of view. I'll give you a clear example. Here's a clear example. I was in an argument with a neighbor for almost 14 years. And when I finally grew up, I went over and knocked on the door. And when he opened the door to say something nasty, I put up my hand, I stopped him, and I said, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just here to apologize for my part in it. And that's all it took. We became pretty good friends after that. So you don't have to apologize for disagreeing. Just have to apologize for your own actions.
So on that note, we are going to say goodnight. And once again, remember December 22nd, it's all three of us, Sean, Penelope, and myself. Mark it on your calendars.
Yes.
And tomorrow night is Penelope and I at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. I am on Thursday at 7 p.m. So look forward to seeing everyone. Thank you all for coming out, asking your questions, and letting us pick cards. It's always great to see you.
Yes, thank you all for sharing your evenings with us. And much love and wonderment to you. And we'll see you next week.
Yep. May love, joy, and peace and happiness find you all in mysterious ways. Blessed be.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.